I am sorry that it took me so long to put out this answer video. I got sidetracked with another one that I put out, and I tried to upload this, and because it's like 20 fucking minutes long, it crashed my computer. So yeah, I'm just gonna try this again and see if it'll fucking work. EvoGen Videos asked, what is my happiest childhood memory? That's actually a pretty tough question because my childhood was fucking awesome, and it's hard to just pick one. But I'll probably have to go with memories of me and my pet chicken. Yes, I am that redneck that I had a pet chicken. Her name was Peggy. And I have a million memories of me chasing this poor chicken and then tackling her so that I could carry her around like a baby doll. I was a weird kid. Fidgetful Thinking asked me, what is better, the North or the South? Which is better? I'm actually going to have to go with the South here, and that's only because the liquor laws in Pennsylvania, which is really the only state in the South, in the North that I'm used to, the liquor laws here are fucking insane. You have to buy your beer and your liquor at separate stores, and they both close at around 6 o'clock, at least in my towns that I'm around, they do. Yeah. They're state-run, they close at like 6 o'clock. You can't buy a 6-pack unless you go to a bar. At the beer stores, they come in fucking cases, and I cannot bring myself to buy a case of beer. I'm not that much of a lush. So, yeah, the South is better because it's easier to get alcohol. Prince Noob Sauce wanted to know what brought me to Pennsylvania. Well, I was living in Biloxi, Mississippi. My lease was almost up. Needed a new place to stay, and I got a call from my sister telling me how cheap rent was up here and that the tattoo shop in her town was hiring. So that was pretty much all I needed. I packed up my son, I packed up my dogs and all my shit, and loaded them in a U-Haul and drove up here. Within a week, I had my own apartment, and I had my job. Atheist Ape 5 wants to know, where did his cat hide his camera? I have no idea. Why did he take it? Because Jesus hates you. And let's see. Can I find Violet Crumbles the best candy bar ever? I have never heard of that. So no, but next time I go to the store I will look for them. Oh, and are the artworks in my videos done by me? Yes, they are. I do quite a few paintings. My whole house is decorated in them, so I try to use those in my videos. All This Valor wants to know how I feel about the boob effect. I love the boob effect. Agent of Doubt asked me if I had to make a video that was 30 minutes long, what would it be about? I don't think I have the patience or the conviction to make a video that was 30 minutes long. So probably it would be something similar to this, answering a shit ton of questions. I can't see myself sitting there for 30 minutes. The Felt Be Gone wanted to know what wild theistic accusation about atheists makes you giggle the most. I don't know if this is really a theistic accusation. Well, yeah, it is. What makes me giggle the most is when people will tell me that I'm an atheist because I just don't like religious people. Or that because I'm mad at God. That's with the religious people one, it's like they don't understand that my like or dislike of a person is not based on their religious beliefs. It's based upon whether or not that person is an asshole. So, yeah, that's just hilarious to me for some reason. And the mad at God one, that makes me laugh because it's so easy to counter. You can't be mad at something that doesn't exist. It's fun to say that and watch them squirm. It's really fun. Oh, side note. Do I trust ducks? Yes. Despite the fact that they lay their eggs in silence, I do trust ducks. Chunky Boy 9. Now, he actually said that this question was just kidding, but I'm answering it anyway. He wanted to know, how do I pick up chicks easy? You can start by making a video. From Special Elisa. When did you start smoking cigarettes? I actually waited until I was 18 to start smoking cigarettes. I worked at a gas station, and 8 hours no breaks. The only people that were allowed to have breaks were the ones that smoked, so they could go out every couple hours and sit down. I wanted a break, so I bought a pack of Camel non-filters, went outside, lit one, turned green, lit another, and kept smoking. And pretty much from there, I've been a chain smoker for the last 4 years. Did I like high school? Yes and no. The first high school I went to was awful. I was one of the few Catholics in a predominantly Southern Baptist area. There were many conversion attempts, and yeah, it fucking sucked. My junior year I transferred because of one particularly vicious conversion attempt, and that school was awesome. It was wonderful. The majority of the friends I have now are from that high school, and that's some of the best memories of being a teenager. Who are my favorite artists and why? I can't really think of more than one, but my favorite artist is Alphonse Mucha. I love the Art Nouveau style, so that's kind of why I think in my intro you can see a little bit of his influence with the style of the girl's hair and the flowers and things like that. What would convince you to believe in God? I think I kind of answered this at one point. Not much is really going to convince me. When I die, I'll know the answer. I'll either be proven wrong or right. The reason I say things like miracles and seeing things and hearing the voice of God or seeing angels wouldn't really convince me is because my first reaction upon that happening would be to reach for some Thorazine. Brian J. 1962 asked me, how many neighbors got snowballed today and how many got into the spirit and threw one back? To understand this question, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I was talking to Brian J. on Skype one morning and was going on and on about how it was snowing, because that's new for me. I'm not used to snow. And I told him I couldn't wait to go outside in the morning and start throwing snowballs. Sadly, no one got snowballed that day. I have yet to really hit any of my neighbors with a snowball. The only person I've hit with one was my boss, and he just called me a dumbass. He didn't throw one back. Alright, that's it for part 1. Part 2 should be up in an hour or so.